90% of people watching this video right now do not even realize that people will never treat you the way that you treat them. They will always treat you the way that you treat yourself. And when you realize this, you end up stop chasing people's attention, you stop chasing people's validation, and you stop trying to chase everyone's approval, because you realize that your own self-being and your own self-worth starts with you, not with the approval and the confirmation from everyone else around you. The people around you do not dictate your self-worth. Because even if everyone liked you, even if everyone thought you were a good person, even if everyone thought you were a high value man or high value woman, that means you are doing something wrong. Because yes, you don't want everyone to hate you. That's definitely not a good thing. But when everyone likes you, you are becoming a people pleaser. Everyone likes you for some reason or another, and most of the time they end up liking you just because of what you can provide for them and not who you are as a person. You need to be a man or you need to be a woman of your own that could uphold their own principles, uphold their own values, and respect themselves to the fullest, even if other people do not like it, and even if it does not benefit all the people around you. The person you are should not be in benefit of everyone around you, because that is not a life where you are moving on your own accord. That is a life when you are trying to fit in the box and try and conform and trying to please everyone around you. But truth be told, you are never going to make everyone happy. You're not going to make everyone like you. You're not going to make everyone satisfied. You're not going to make everyone, get over this and get over that. No, you're not going to be capable of helping everyone. And you're not going to be capable of making everyone like you. But that is a good thing. Having people that do not like you, not for a negative reason, not because you did something bad, simply for you being yourself, that means you are actually someone of substantial character. You are someone of actual difference, not someone that tries to conform and follow every trend. No, and that's a good thing. When people dislike you out of pure jealousy and envy because you have qualities and you have traits that are just who you are, but they hate it because they do not have it, now you stop yourself from trying to please them people and trying to please everyone, and you end up becoming yourself, and it makes people mad, which is a good thing because that is who you are. Your self-respect starts with how you treat yourself, not how other people treat you, okay? Look at it like this. Look at it as a bully and a victim of bullying. Now, obviously, you will never see two bullies try to bully each other. Want to know why? Because two bullies that think of themselves as a bully are not going to bully each other. The only time you ever see bullying occur is when one person think they are above the other. Now, truly speaking, a bully and a victim of bullying, is one higher or lower than the other? No, we are all the same as human beings. We eat, sleep, shit, and pray the same way everyone else does. But what makes people think that you are less than them or that they have the right to belittle you? The moment that they try and disrespect you, or the moment that they try and make fun of you, or the moment they try and belittle you and you allow it, shows them what type of character you have. It tells them that you have the character that is going to allow them to disrespect you, and that is going to allow them to make fun of you, and that is going to allow them to belittle you. And where does this come from? Yourself. And it really has anything to do with the actual act or the situation. It's the character. The way that you respect yourself and the way that you treat yourself sets the standard on how other people are going to treat you. Because if you think of yourself as someone who nobody likes, who is unworthy of love, who everyone thinks is weird, that is going to reflect in your life, even if it is true or not. If you think of yourself as somebody who nobody likes, then nobody is going to like you. If you talk to yourself as someone who is unworthy of love, why should anyone be obligated to provide that love that you do not even have for yourself? If you make it seem that everyone thinks you're weird, then you're going to do things subconsciously that make people think that you are weird. Even if you're a good person, even if that's an untrue statement, when you repeat that statement in your own mind, it ends up reflecting into your life. Having that self-respect, it means you actually stand for something. That self-respect, the way that you treat yourself and the way that you carry yourself determines how other people are going to treat you. When you carry yourself in a certain type of demeanor, when you carry yourself with certain type of poise, carry yourself knowing the fact that you are all you got and you are not going to make everyone happy and you love yourself to the fullest. That is going to determine how people treat you, and that is also going to determine how you deal with disrespect in the future. Because now You respect yourself, you love yourself, you talk to yourself nicely out of your own self-respect. You treat yourself nicely, mentally, physically, spiritually. You treat yourself in every good aspect that you want because of your self-respect. And since you respect yourself so much, you end up actually standing for something. That self-respect ends up becoming a foundation and a shield to your character because you actually stand for something. And when you stand for something, you don't fall for everything. When you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. But now that you stand for something, confronting disrespectful behavior does not become a non-negotiable. It does not become something that ends up, bending or folding on certain occasions and certain events. No. Okay? Because now you end up having boundaries. And when you stand for something, you start with that self-respect by carrying yourself and talking to yourself in a nice limelight. You end up having those boundaries. And one of the most important boundaries that everyone needs in their lives is simply the ability to say no. Because we have already made it clear, you are not going to make everyone happy. You are not going to be able to please everyone around you. So knowing that, it should give you this capability to say no more often. And one thing about it is when you start telling people no, even at their own inconvenience, it ends up making them respect you more. Because now you're not just a yes man. You're not just a person that agrees to everything. You're not a person that tries to please everyone, even if they are not worthy of pleasing. You're a person that respects themselves, has their own boundaries, and makes it clear and coherent to the other person. And one thing you need to understand is that if you say no to someone, and that no and you setting that boundary ends up burning that whole entire bridge or ruining that whole friendship, that's a good thing. Because those people were not your friends. Those people were not someone you wanted close to you. Because if you saying no burned the whole entire bridge, those people were only friends with you because of what they could get from you. And now that you respect yourself and stand for yourself, you end up letting those people show their true colors just by you saying no. Your self-respect starts when you stop begging for people. You stop begging for people's approval. You stop begging for people's attention. You stop begging for people to like you and for people to always think you're a good person and think this about you. Because simply put, you cannot control that. Your self-respect needs to start with you. The way that you respect yourself, the things that you do even when nobody is watching, even when you are alone by your room every single day. The way that you treat yourself and the things that you do, it is going to build your own self-respect up, and through that self-respect, it gives people more of a reason to respect you. One thing you need to understand too, when it comes to you setting those boundaries and you fully respecting yourself, is that there is no need for an explanation. You do not need to please these people. You do not need to try and make everyone happy. You do not need to beg for their approval, and you do not need to explain yourself either. If it is a boundary that you have, there's no need for a negotiable, and there's no need for an explanation. You don't need to negotiate these boundaries, and you don't need to explain them either, because these are your boundaries. They are subjective to you. Some people, they don't have the same boundaries that you have now that you respect yourself, but that's okay because they wouldn't understand it. And if they don't understand it, then why do you need to explain it? And half of the time when you end up explaining why you don't want to do something or why you have certain boundaries, people only want to know why so they could try and give you a reason on why you should break them or why you should bend them. And you need to uphold those boundaries. They need to be non-negotiable. They cannot bend, fold, or crack because they are your boundaries. You are standing up for yourself and you are self-respecting yourself. And realize that the only person on this entire planet that could ever determine your worth, your value, and who you are as a person is you. Not the people around you, not the people on social media. None of these people will ever dictate who you are as a person and what type of worth you could provide in this life. That is only determined by you. Stop trying to look for this attention. Stop trying to look for this validation. Stop trying to fit in with everyone because it's never going to work. It starts with you. Never trade in and never put your self-respect at stake for someone else's approval or someone else's validation because it does not matter. It is for you. This is your life. You are the person that you should value the most. You are the person that you respect the most, and you are the person that you stand up for the most compared to anyone else on this planet. So listen, man, you watched to the end. Thank you, man. I hope you liked the video. Hope to help. Chief Face, y'all stay safe, stay out the way. And listen, man, one time, y'all take it easy.